Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to League of Legends 4pl play4fame Kaostv. Why am I speaking so quickly? Because we have a lack of time because Hex messed up the stream. The first band will be Oriana, Nunu, Ari, Jason, Shen. Take me through these bands, Bennington.
I would, but I can't really see what's going on at the moment because I can't actually see the screen. But I can tell you that Shen has a global presence, and the global presence in question is because he can ult to anyone on his team, and his team could be anywhere, so he can be split pushing top and then ult to bottom. There we go.
Quiet, Hexit. Our stream is laughing at us. So Diana will be the last band. She's super strong at the moment, a very solid mid lane, a lot like Ari in the sense because she's also been banned out. So it makes a lot of sense to ban out a lot of really strong mid players. I think we might have caught up to the actual time so we can stop speaking like we're on steroids. Okay.
Right.
We've caught up, guys. It's fine.
Yep. It's basically pushing the fast forward button. I didn't talk about Jace though. Jace ban. Like Jace, Soaz plays a really good Jace.
It's Soaz, target ban.
Yeah, and Jace is really, really hard to deal with in the right hands, but he is a very complicated champion, so only really good players can play him. Soaz, hello. Oh well.
How are you doing today? But that being said, there's a lot of good bans who haven't been, well, banned out. Like, you have Alistair. There's Riv... Wait, what? We have Alistair, who is open. Let's take a look. Ezreal's open, who I'd be very surprised if we didn't see an Ezreal.
Yep. Real.
Like it for now.
I can't think of anyone else actually.
Oh.
Sadly, I can only see part of the list, but and Fnatic have taken Alistair, which is yeah. Oh, hello Ezreal.
How are you doing today?
Instalock. But yeah, like Alistair is probably one of the strongest junglers at the moment, and he is just really hard to deal with. Like. Just comes out of the tri-bush at level 2 and top lane is going to die, probably. Or bot lane, as the case may be. I don't actually know which team is on which side. Blue team? Blue team. It'll be top lane, surely. Yeah, I think so. Unless I'm being stupid. Which is possible. I won't deny this. But, yeah. So Maokai is basically a very similar role to Alistair, but probably doesn't have quite the same brutality in his ganks. It's just not quite as hard to avoid. Obviously, as won't come out quite as early either, given that he probably needs his level 3 or 4 before he can really effectively gank.
Yeah, definitely. But unfortunately, they have nerfed Alistair, haven't they? By his headbutt has been reduced by 1 Teemo, which is about 50 range, and that kind of sucks. Like that's a huge amount of his initiating power in lane. Like the initiating power for his jungle ganks is significantly reduced. Even so, I feel like Alistair's still going to be super strong. Like that's what still 10. Got a lot of Teemos. It's like 12 Teemos, so that's still quite a long range. So yeah, it's absolutely fine. But Soaz will be bringing out the Malphite once again. Obviously, we saw how strong Soaz's Malphite was in that first game that we casted today. Absolutely insane. Just walking through the enemies like they were minions. And of course, we will have the Corki pickup. Very interesting. Always seems to be this Corki Ezreal, even before the nerf, and now after the nerf, people still pick up the Corki. So he still seems to be that second best pick to Ezreal.
It could be that they still haven't nerfed them enough, or it could be that the teams just aren't ready to work on what their compositions could be with the new state of affairs. I mean, it hasn't been out for very long, this patch, but I think they must still feel that Corki and Ezreal are strong enough. Like, I mean, they haven't really touched Graves too much, but yeah, I don't really know why I haven't seen any Graves today. Like, he probably got the lightest nerfs of all of those 3. But yeah, very strange. Yeah. Also, I'm somewhat surprised by the Yorick pick against Malphite. I don't know the matchup very well, but I think that Soaz will be quite happy to stack huge amounts of armor. I mean, yes, like all Yorick lanes, he's going to get bullied out fairly early on, and it's going to make life very difficult for him. But yeah, like he can just go with the kind of the standard build of, you know, Frozen Heart and maybe some health, and eventually he'll get to the point where he can actually farm against him, so I don't know.
Yeah, like, it's very interesting, actually. Malphite is never one of the ones who occurred to me as like, hey, that guy is pretty good against Yorick. Because you're looking at Riven, like, Riven's got that spammable shield, kind of. Udyr is probably, like, the one that speaks out to me most. Maybe Kennen as well, but even so, it's a horrible lane to be against. And potentially the Vladimir coming out here along with the Udyr, as we've seen once again, that Cyanide and Udyr has been doing work today. Absolutely amazing. And it might actually just be an Alistar support, so a lot of aggression down at bottom lane, that's what they're looking for. Kind of to counter that, Blitzcrank has also been picked out, but I definitely agree with you. The fact that he has Granite Shield, and the fact that he can kind of farm for range for the first couple levels, coupled with the fact that he can just, well, stack armor and be perfectly happy with a ground slam. That's what Malphites like to do. He's a rock, so, you know.
Yeah, it's actually an interesting fact about the way they picked the Alistar first. Like, it is something that people are kind of almost forgetting, that he can run as a very effective support. Like, people are starting to think, right, it's an Alistar pick, must be the jungle, so now, therefore, I can tell what the top lane is if they pick that. But in this case, yeah, I think you might be right, and we might be getting, maybe a Malphite jungle? Because we've mentioned that Udyr is very, very strong against Yorick. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, but then again, it could also be Udyr jungle, Malphite top. I don't know. We'll be seeing, obviously, because I'll be swapping up now. But,
yeah. I'm not sure whether, like, Acer have, or some of them have joined EloHell, because I know that Acer are a very aggressive team. We've compared the likeness to them to Moscow 5. Their play style is very similar. They're very aggressive. They're also very well oiled in just the way they play. Their play style is very similar. If they're joining with EloHell, they might be going with a very similar setup. That's very interesting to look at, potentially, if that could be a thing. And I'd be very interested if that's, if that actually becomes a reality, but I will ask some of the players a bit later. Anywho, guys, for today only, on August 31st, for the next hour or so, Alternate.de will bundle a free Corsair t-shirt with any purchase of a Corsair Vengeance headset, keyboard, or mouse. To take advantage of this special offer, click on the link on the banner. It's first come, first served, so be quick. The other thing is the raffle, www.kaostv.eu/vengeance, that will bring you to the 4pl page, and from there you want to be looking at the news. You will see the raffle Corsair 2000 7.1 gaming headset. Go ahead and click that link. You will be brought to another page where you have to answer a question. I deserve to win a gaming headset because ... and fill in why you think that should be a thing. I personally would probably put, because I think the admins who run 4pl are hot, I'm pretty sure that will win, so, you know, none of you should try. And, yeah, I think that brings us to the end of that. So, we're going to switch to a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back, and we'll be back into the finals, the best of one between EloHell and Fnatic Gaming. Stay tuned, guys, this is going to be some good League of Legends action. Hello guys and welcome back to the League of Legends 4pl play4fame Kaostv Vengeance Cup August final finale. This is the best of one. I am Paul's, joined by my... Stop giggling. By my co-casters Buddington. Hello.
Stop derping, then I'll stop giggling.
I'm not derping. That's a legitimate announcement.
Apart from what you... I can't remember what you actually said anymore. Oh
Me
well,
neither.
you said
Too long
something
ago.
retarded, I'm certain of that.
Harsh words.
Yep.
My co-caster.
Exactly what I expect from you.
We can see that, you know, we're both bros right here, and so is trolling Pucky style.
Oh wow. Hi man. How's it going? They are kind of dicing with death if erotic.
Yeah, because there is an erotic around the corner.
Trading
I'm
up slam
ahead.
fights.
Good job, Malphite. So as no.
Ain't no thing. Yeah, so maybe they're going to be going for an invasion here, though. Like, it's very much possible. I mean, having Blitzcrank and Rise and Maokai means you have a lot of crowd control if you can catch someone. So, I'd be very surprised, actually, if they didn't go to try and pick off, well, Cyanide or anyone, actually.
Minions have spawned.
They can pretty much ensure that Veggie is able to start at their own blue, like, rather than... going for his own if they choose to do so, but it doesn't look like they're going to, and it looks like Cyanide is actually just going to start at red anyway, so probably not going to lose too much doing this, but I expect Cyanide will run straight across and go for veggies. Veggie. Here's who
Go for the veggies.
He's going to go for veggies blue.
Very
basically.
healthy.
That's what I expect. Yes. Eat your greens like Maokai.
Don't eat Maokai, because that could end up in death.
Rush your chogas. I got a splinter in my mouth. That would be really painful.
It
Eating,
really
like,
would.
wood and getting it stuck in the roof of your mouth. Ugh.
Ugh, why did you have to, like, bring that up?
Because it would be painful.
I need to ask Hotshot Judy about that.
What, eating wood?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Leaving aside the obvious question, when did you get Hotshot GG in your friends list?
I didn't.
Yeah, I figured.
They're actually going for this blue invade, and flash out into the pull from Erotic. And right now, Cyanide will be running out of there, but he's surely going to die. There's no way he can escape. There's no way. There's no way. No,
There is no chance for you to survive.
Okay,
Make
there's the
your time.
first blood. Celiva, double buff Celiva. Have fun with that.
Oh boy. Now, this is one of the things actually. Vlad is actually pretty much countered by Rise anyway. But now it's going to be even worse, because every time Vlad tries to do anything, he's going to take a QWQ combo, basically, to the face. Like, Cyanide is probably going to want to gank mid to try and get those buffs back, but, oh, blimey, that's going to be hard to deal with for a Vlad.
N-rated has been pulled in by Erotic. Ultimate goes... Well, not Ultimate. Pulverize goes down. Ultimate at level 2. Fart going straight onto Erotic. Vander is dealing some pain. Fart actually going in there. Ignite goes down as well. Valkyrie goes down. N-rated just headbutting him away. Erotic coming back in. Does have the health potion. Flash out as well from the Mystic Shot. And then you meanwhile mid jumping onto Xpeke. Arcane Smash goes down. He is completely out of mana. And health, coincidentally, Cyanide coming in from that side, just not fast enough. So many rhyming things. And Pucky Style coming in from behind Xpeke. This is looking super dicey. Here comes the Twisted Advance. Oh, he will surely be picked up by the Pucky Style. Nice roam, nice gank, and the perfect kill. Wow, a lot of action.
Stuff happened! I wouldn't be able to tell you what exactly, but certainly stuff happened, and EloHell are coming out on top. Like, they have 1,000 gold on Fnatic already, which is pretty significant. But, yeah, like, I find it rather hard to quantify exactly how they've gotten quite that much gold. I guess it was the fact that it was first blood as well. So, yeah, they've got an advantage right now. Like, I think, how are the lanes naturally going to go? Like, Blitzcrank Ezreal versus Alistair Corki is very, very difficult lane to judge because it's really going to depend on who gets like the grab, who gets the knock-up combo correct. Like, when are they going to be forcing the enemy AD carry into a really unfortunate situation? And honestly, it's just down to player skill and positioning and prediction.
Yeah, I mean, always, like, Alistair in anywhere on the map is going to be super strong early game. Coupled with the fact that when Erotic pulls in the cow, this is sounding terrible right now with this combination of words, but when Erotic pulls in the cow, he can basically get initiated in by the Pulverize. So basically he didn't really want to be pulling in cow, because he could be initiating on himself. And there's so many unfortunate, like, variations of words that you can use down at the bottom as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Down at bottom?
Yeah, that's the joke.
I assumed that you were just wrong. That's a reasonable assumption to go to.
It is, considering it's me, but... You have what? You have fart, you have N-rated, you have erotic, and you have power fist.
Down bottom.
Down bottom, you have the cow.
Down bottom, the erotic power fist on fart. Down bottom.
Meanwhile, mid.
Yeah.
Oh, I expect you taking that burst to the face, but what can you do?
Yeah, it's really, really, really tough to deal with. Like, as a Vlad, I know what it's like. I play both Vlad and Rise, badly, but it's difficult because it's just normally Vlad, like, the way he likes to play is to kind of hide behind the creeps, kind of very passively, kind of, you know, maybe get in a queue when the enemy cannot respond with a skill shot. But against Rise, it's literally just point-and-click adventure gamers playing off against each other, and Rises does more damage, so yeah, use skill.
But meanwhile, our bottom fart will be initiated on by Veggie. So much happening right now. N-rated will, I mean, Erotic, oh, similar names. Erotic will be taken out by the bear.
Yeah, that was very, very, well, clinical, frankly. I mean, Erotic just got singled out and killed very, very quickly. Difficult to deal with. Very, very, very. I don't know how to describe it at the best time. N-rated just punching
fury.
the die, fool. Cannot fight the cow. Mess with the bull and you get the horns, etc., etc. But yeah, right now Malphite is actually doing pretty well against Yorick. Like, he's up to 53 CS against Yorick's 50. And I think Pokestar will probably eventually get to the point where he's got enough mana to push around Soaz, but right now it's certainly not a problem for him. He's just walking into farm when he wants. Yeah, free farm, I guess. Free farm lane to top.
Yep.
Whereas mid 57 to 47, he's not actually pushing him out as much as I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, Vladimir's just able to stay far back, I guess. I mean, Rice just wasn't able to do that much. There wasn't enough warding cover, and they know the enemy at jungle is going to be hella aggressive since it's Udyr. They know how he's been early in the tournament, how he plays at Udyr. So he really couldn't overextend. He has no real inbuilt escape. I mean, he has the snare, obviously, but he can only use that on one person. Okay, if he uses it on Udyr, then, well, what can Vlad do? He's got no follow-up, no CC. But I don't know. Actually, I have to agree with you when I analyse it a bit more that I'm surprised Vladimir's not doing worse considering Rice had double buff.
Yeah, I mean, that just means that, like, if he takes any of Rise's skills, then he's going to get wrecked, basically, because he's not going to be able to get away thanks to red buff and W, and he's not going to be able to out-damage him thanks to blue buff and Rise just naturally doing more damage. But, seems odd, but to be fair, both Rise and Vlad have horribly anemic auto attacks.
Oh, there goes the unstoppable full stage onto Pokestar from the hands of Soa. Cyanide flashing in with the best stats, following up with that Phoenix and the Tiger as well. That 1-2 combo from Udyr, finishing that one off pretty handily as well.
Yeah, like I say, very I've forgotten the point. Oh no, this is terrible.
Oh no.
Professionalism. But yeah, oh yeah, they have horrible auto attack animations, both of them. Like, it's you can obviously CS with them, and they both have skills that later in the game they can afford to use to CS rather than harass all the time. So, you know, obviously they get around it eventually, but you will almost inevitably miss a fairly decent amount of CS just by virtue of being those characters. And it could just be that Vlad is doing a better job of farming with his auto attacks. Like, it's something you'll actually quite often see as a player that knows he has an advantage will become so focused on bullying out his opponent that he'll actually.
Ooh, Enerate is being very ballsy. Erotic going to follow up on this one straight onto Fart. Pops his ultimate. A lot of damage coming out. Vander also following up. I always call him Bender. Enerate has popped the Unbreakable Will. And I think he should be out of there. Oh, ultimate. Oh! Ooh. Dicey. 35 health.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a narrow margin for error. One heal maybe from him, but yeah, like I was saying, when you have an advantage.
Meanwhile, top veggie ganking Soaz. Oh, cancelled the animation. Now it goes in, but is he far enough or close enough to his tower? Soaz does not yet have ultimate. He does have flash though. Yeah, he'll be home safe and dry.
Yeah. So, like I say, when you have an advantage and you're trying to bully out your opponent, it's very easy to get kind of too focused on bullying them out, and you end up missing these obvious CS when you have like kind of slightly bad, when it's not an easy to farm with character. You end up missing out on a lot of CS, and it's really bad. But yeah, that's life.
That was amazing. I love how you put it like that. But Xpeki took a huge amount of damage for 100% HP. Another Q goes down into the ignite. Oh, heal bait. Oh, one more Q will not finish him off. And Zelova Hammer Plague will be popped down upon him. So as is just, saying hello.
Yep. Superior point and click adventure gamer.
Yeah.
Just Q, yeah, like this is what I mean. Like, Vlad will walk up and he'll do like a Q and an E. Maybe he can use his ult and then follow up with an E and a Q after that. But Ryze has much higher single target damage. He can Q, W, Q, E, Q, R, Q, 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 Q. And it's a lot of damage. Like every Q, I don't know how much it hits for right now because obviously I can't check, but it's pretty nasty. Like it's gonna be.
But meanwhile, Soaz will be. Wow. Didn't even have time to say anything, he just got gibbed.
Unstoppable force says hi.
Oh, Erotic will be hit into Fart. Vander also following up, ultimate will go down. Fart juking that with a flash has been pulled into Erotic. They're looking for the power fizz, and the Mystic Shot will go down along with the Essence Flux. And Rated has popped the Breakable Will. Knockup has gone down, and he will be, hopefully safe. Vander will be following up. And not able to get anything done right now. Those names at bottom confuse me.
He's not selling things.
Yeah.
I need to. It's got some vendor trash. Gotta sell it. Not really worth very much. Whatever. I'll sell it to Vander. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I gotta be honest. Don't know. Regardless. This game. Yorick has actually finished off his Manamune now, so he's probably going to be kind of... His lane bully potential is probably peaking right about now. Like, he is now going to be able to spam his ghouls consistently, continually, and it's going to make life very difficult. And actually, it's a very smart itemization choice by Soaz. He's built a Sunfire Cape. Now, that's not normally what you'd expect to see.
But meanwhile, mid, the Veggie is jumping straight on Xpeki. Ultimate has gone down, and Sana coming in from the side as well has realised this is the bad idea and is now trying to get out of the Zelova. Just probably down the queue, and that's all he can really do in said circumstance. And counter-warding, do you have the Oracle? And maybe, just maybe, heading on to that Drake.
Yeah, I think that's what they'll be going for right now, and honestly I don't think it can be contested because obviously losing XPK is a large chunk of their damage, and yeah, they're not going to be able to do that. But yeah, like I said, very smart itemization choice by Soaz. He got the Sunfire Cape, which normally isn't a particularly efficient item, but Malphite has like a double usage of it. The health on the item gives his Granite Shield a lot more oomph, so he can absorb a lot of ghouls without taking any damage at all. And actually, I wonder if the Sunfire Cape will help him kill the ghouls faster as well.
Yeah. I mean, the ghouls don't have a lot of health, so, more damage. It's not percentage, because I think they were going to change that to 1% true damage, weren't they? But at the moment, it's not. So, yeah.
Might make it a lot more of a generalist item if they did, but they won't, I think. I think there's already enough true damage.
Unstoppable Force has gone. Yeah, exactly. And Sanai coming in, not able to follow up. You're too tanky. It boils down to that basically. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the tangerine shakes.
Yeah. I saw a child playing with a ruby. No. Yeah, but by fighting Pokestyle there, they actually enabled the creeps to take down his tower. So he's actually definitely losing this lane to Soaz, and it's really very surprising because he was picked after Soaz. Like, he was picked after Malphite. And I'm guessing it's because they feel they need the ghoul for their team composition to work properly. They have a Ryze and they have an Ezreal. So both of those characters are quite likely to try and get focused out. And I feel like Ryze actually works really, really well with Yorick because he can kind of banzai suicide charge straight into the middle of the enemy team, do a huge amount of AoE damage. Then you can resurrect him and most of his cooldowns will be back up and he'll be able to do all that damage all over again.
Ooh, pulling N-rated. Saliva also there, following up, has got the snare down. N-rated. Immediately Rata taking a huge amount of damage. Ulti goes down by Ezreal. Oh, we'll be arcade shifting after, and we'll be picking up the kill nevertheless. Nerdless. Nerd alert. Wait, what?
But yes.
And the tower will be going down, so 2 towers right now. They will be bringing that advantage home. But it's so close. Oh, that juke. However, that will be immediately snared by Saliva, jumping after with Vander. Not Vander.
EloHell. That EloHell guy that goes bot lane with the support.
Bender. What was his name? Something beginning with B.
Bender?
It could be misinterpreted, but Saliva has been taking a lot of damage though. Fist of Fury, there is the kill. Now following up onto Vander. And that will be the shutdown. Has been ulted by Yark, however. Pokestyle looking to do some more damage onto XPK. Only got a couple seconds while Vander stays alive. So is actually coming back in with the... Okay, that's very interesting. I'm not really sure why Yark committed.
Yeah, there was really no way in hell he was going to kill them all.
No.
I just seems very strange. Like, even if he was going to win the trade-off, they would just back out. Like, they had easy disengage. Seems like maybe he lagged out. I couldn't tell you.
You know, I think that could be a possibility. They said before this game, guys, I don't know if you all saw, but Poland in general is lagging because there's a big storm down there. And N-rated has been pulled in by Erotic once again, really abusing this fact. But we'll be backing off. But yeah, there's a big storm going on in Poland, so everyone's experiencing lag spikes.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah. I'm guessing it's just like the architecture is just kind of having short outages.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, probably reach England soon enough. Yay!
Well, it's not like I don't get lag anyway.
Internet.
Yep.
Best of them.
The most reliable system on Earth. I'm lying. I always lie.
Ooh, is that a Force of Nate from Lydia?
Is it? Oh, it is. Looks like it. Well... I'm kind of surprised. It will give him movement speed, which obviously Udyr really, really likes, because his only way of closing the gap is running at you.
So it's coming in from behind. Have that double buff, looking to do something. Got onto Vander. The arcade shift goes down into the ground slam. Oh, just do so much CC. And also it goes down. Clearing wave. Emergency farming.
Yep. Emergency farm. Must take the creeps. It stops them pushing quite as fast, and obviously it gets him a bit more creeps himself, but yeah, that's not really an ideal situation for him to be just focused out like that so quickly. And Soaz didn't even have to use his ult, did he? No, he didn't. He kept that, which is obviously a very powerful tool for starting fights. Especially when you've got an AD carry down, then obviously you want to start as many fights as possible that are in your favour, because they will be in your favour. And keeping Unstoppable Force available means you can do that very easily. And right now Corki is top against Pokestyle, and I don't think he can really hold it up any much longer. Like, he is kind of getting pushed around. It looks like Pokestyle is going to back out of there anyway, so a huge problem.
Yeah, so right now Fnatic are pulling ahead. They're ahead in towers. They're very slightly ahead in kills. They just one up on them. But at the moment, this is still anyone's game, honestly. Like, it's only 2k advantage at this stage in the game. That's really not much. And they have pretty good scaling on both teams, honestly. So I was looking to maybe follow up onto Vander as well. Oh, good flash of N-rated.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was...
meanwhile, at top will be almost instigated by Pokestyle and Sullivan. Meanwhile, at bottom, Soa's... Well, okay, we'll be tanking them for days, never mind.
They just gave up.
Yeah, it's like...
Not worth it, guys. Just back out. How tanky is
Back,
he right
guys.
now? Yeah, he's got to have... Getting on for 200 armor, I think, Malphite? Yeah, 207.
Something near that.
207 armor and 45 magic resist. But it's okay, because he's very rarely going to get focused anyways, and he's got enough health to just tank it, so... Don't care. And meanwhile, Udyr... Wait, are they setting this up so that they'll literally just go for different targets? The Soaz will literally just dive straight onto Ezreal, and Cyanide will dive straight onto Ryze. Because if you look at their builds, like sheer magic resist and sheer armor with none.
They are initiating, however. Cyanide coming in, Pokestyle doing huge damage, Generator will be picked up immediately, and Soaz will also die. How is that armored for you?
Obviously he was tanking everyone there, which means you can have all the armor in the world, but it's not going to help.
Yeah. Obviously it depends on the situation, and they will be heading off for Drake now. Because if they're going, dragging Cyanide straight into it, not sure, no, Drake's on too low health anyway. Cyanide is doing a lot of pain though. Flashing over the wall, that's also there, will be picking up the kill onto Blitzcrank. XPK popping over the wall, doing some more damage to Pokestyle, that'll be the kill straight onto Udyr. That will be the shutdown straight onto Celiva. XPK also being chased after quick transfusion. I would love a pint. And that would be, and heals on down, not going to keep him alive. But, classy. Classy.
Yeah, hello. Now they're just seeing what goes on under the surface. It's terrible. It's terrible. There's puns, Vlad puns, blood puns.
I like Vlad purely because of that. I like Draven because he's an arth, but...
Yeah, they've got a lot of personality, those two characters. Like, you kind of expect Vlad, like, the Bloodlord skin that I think XPK is actually running is kind of what you'd expect them to have gone with as a personality for a Blood Mage. But instead they went with, like, a punning, weak, like, slightly camp, I don't know. What is he? He's just a dude, he's just a guy, but slightly flippant. Yeah.
So, but and is definitely getting flippant, and is definitely
you're lagging quite badly. Like, awfully. So, I'm going to have to take over, and I'm currently on stream, so I could be a little bit behind the action here. Pulse, give up. We can't understand you. So, right. Good. XPK getting pulled in there, actually, to start the fight off, and gonna have a headbutt pulverize combo, pretty much saving the day there from N-rated. Like, he disengaged, basically, his entire team for him. So, yeah, very much saving the day there, and Soaz ulting in, gonna tank the whole team. Can he last out? Yeah, he can. Just doesn't care. He takes no damage at all. He's obviously gonna help him out there, so... Yeah, Salava, this is what we see here. You're getting ulting onto Salava, and you can focus him out all you want now, because he can just come back and just destroy your entire team, because Ryze has a ridiculous amount of damage on him. He's gonna bleed out, but he did his job. And actually, I think the ghoul doesn't show up the crystal on the back of that skin, which is rather dear. Bug inspected? Who knew? Oh well. And Reggie flashing in with Pokestyle follow-up. That's really, really horrible, actually, to... You think you're safe, then flash. Double gap closer. Very nasty. It looks like Cookie's going to be following up here, and if they all turn and fight, they can probably win, but they can't really afford to dive in, because there's a tower there, and that makes it very difficult to do so. And yeah, they've dropped down a couple of wards in their jungle, so they're going to be looking for... They're going to look to go back, shop up, and I don't know when Dragon's up, but that's probably going to be a concern right now. But Baron is also, right now, pretty high on the agenda, I suspect. And it looks to me like EloHell, no, not, yeah, well, okay, EloHell. But so Fnatic, N-rated is going to be looking to clear it out, and right now, both teams want to have all of the lanes pushing as far as they can. Because if you have a lane pushing, and you're trying to sort of posture around Baron, That gives you a lot of maneuvering room, because if your lane is pushing, if there's a lane that's gonna, you know, hit a tower and take a decent chunk out of its health, then you don't want that to happen. So you have to go and send someone to deal with that. But if there's someone at bot and you see that, and your whole team, the enemy team, sorry, sees that, and their whole team is at the top and is in a position to take Baron, then obviously they can go for that. And it looks like right now they're looking for a pick onto Soaz, maybe? Maybe not. Nope. Just clearing out the wards. And, right, yeah, they're going to ward it. And actually, EloHell has an advantage in that regard, because that huge wave at bot, they can use an Ezreal ult, and that will clear it out. So they don't actually have to go there. It's sort of like demi-split pushing, if you will. But, oh, Fnatic Enrated just going in. Oh, wow. Double knock up there. Taking a huge amount of damage there from everything, actually, really, honestly. Cyanide going to be... Pulse, are you back? I'm sorry. But yeah, that was a very nice engage actually by Fnatic, but they actually lost out, so gotta be saying I'm kind of surprised about that. But hello, Pulse, are you back? Oh dear, you're occulting onto Ezreal, and they are going to be taking that Baron down very, very quickly with that kind of multiplying effect on his damage. So Baron will be going down very, very quickly indeed, and Fnatic know it, and they're just going to be pushing out towers as best they can.
Hello?
Hello, Pulse. You're
Hello.
alive. Lovely.
Yeah.
I've been casting from the stream, and that doesn't work for play-by-play, and I'm bad at play-by-play anyway.
I do apologize, but
You're roboting again.
That just completely corrupted itself.
Good lord, man. Fix your stuff. 4-letter word. That's name. Yeah. No. Okay. Right. So. Bookie style, pushing mid, kind of risky actually, honestly. Like, if Cyanide got onto him and Enrated got onto him with him, then they could probably take him down. Like, I mean, I guess they don't know where the rest of his team is to follow up, so they're not going to take that risk, especially with them having Baron buff right now. And Yorick being very, very tanky. He has a Warmogs and Merc Treads and a Ruby Crystal. He doesn't actually have very much armor, so he's not going to be very resistant to actually anything really. I mean, he's going to have a lot of health, obviously, so simply by virtue of having that health, he'll take longer to take down. But I've got to say, I'm kind of surprised. Like, yeah. Oh well,
Hello.
it looks like hello. Not roboting. Not roboting.
Good.
Right, you're not roboting. Good, lovely. Would you like to say some words?
Yes, I would love to say some words.
Say them. Say away.
Okay. So, I found it kind of hilarious how before I disconnected, a lot of funny things, I was saying a lot of, like, janky things, but we will be moving on to the Drake, and that will be Couple Team picking up, yeah, that's the one. I've completely forgotten because, you know, I've been AFK for 2 minutes, and therefore I've forgotten everything that's transpired in the game thus far. EloHell have picked up the Dragon. What's happened right now? I swear Fnatic were ahead when I left.
Well, there was a Baron fight, as you may have noticed. EloHell have Baron buff right now.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm noticing that now.
Yeah, Fnatic actually engaged over the wall, I think it was, at, you know, that kind of, sort of, rock-straddling bush.
Yes.
The river bush, basically, at Baron. And it actually went against them. I couldn't rewind to check out why, because obviously I'm casting from the stream, because damn you XPK, stop hosting badly. But yeah, they came out behind because I think they wasted their CC on tankier targets than they should have done. Like, Vander wasn't caught in it, and that's kind of critical right now. But obviously so is Rise. Also, yeah, it's becoming fairly clear that EloHell's strategy basically revolves around Rise doing what I said and zombieing a lot, like just running in, dying, and then killing everyone. So yeah, they really are outputting a lot of damage.
Oh,
and actually,
Fnatic going for the push mid. You know, the edge, push them away.
Oh dear, you're roboting again. You're comprehensible, but you're not.
Yeah.
Very comprehensible. Yeah, this is part of the thing actually with Malphite's build right now. He has still over 200 armor, so he can tank towers all day. Like, he has a lot of health as well. And I'm really hoping you can't hear my cat in the background. It's quite possible that you could.
No, I can't hear Sabriel at the moment.
Oh well, that's nice. There's a team fight going on right now.
There is a team fight going on, and Fart will be getting out of there, dispersing, if you will. He will actually be taken out, and ultimate goes down, hitting up 4 people straight underneath that turret, but they are putting in so tanky right now. Shredis has been popped for more follow-up, so as will be chunked down and eventually killed. 3 for 0 so far, and I think he just ghouled that bush. But okay, they will be moving straight on to this middle turret. Pookie actually not tanking it, and now letting Celeber tank it. Not entirely sure why, considering he's probably the most tanky one here. Trying to, you know, troll Rise, I guess, and moving on to this inhib.
Like, they want to not have anyone get so low that they could be killed, like, by, you know, Cyanide or XPK just jumping in on them very quickly. So, you know, avoiding getting to that low health state is kind of critical. And double ward. Very classy.
Double the warding potential.
Yes, I can see everything.
Oh,
everything.
Interesting pull by Erotic.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
They're just going to back out now. Like, they don't have to worry about Fnatic rushing an objective. They can just stay in on low health, and there's no such thing as overstaying because both Dragon and Baron are down. So nothing to punish them with, essentially. And obviously they've now taken a tower advantage. 2 towers to 3. No, 3. Sorry, it is a 2-tower advantage because they are 5 towers to 3.
Get there eventually.
Yeah, I know.
When shoutcasters reach the end of the cast.
Well, you tried talking constantly for several hours. Challenging process.
Yeah, it's also when the internet starts dying.
Yeah.
But we will have Sards moving on to the blue buff. It also could be an indication that the storm in Poland could be starting to affect us, which is
possible. I'm not noticing a storm myself. I think I could hear some thunder or something, perhaps, if you were being affected, but
maybe. But then again, it could be your cat
drowning out the noise.
Yes.
Yes.
Or then again, your cat could be the cause of all of mankind's strife.
Yes.
Matrix style.
It's possible. Wait, what? I didn't ever see the second and third films of those, so Erotic, ooh, not quite getting the grab off.
Definitely got kind of confusing, like this game.
Yes, well, when it actually is Baron, do you have a record of it?
We should probably be moving for it kind of soon. We need to start warding that up.
I mean, obviously both teams will have a counter on it, at least roughly. And yeah, Fnatic really aren't controlling the pace of this game at the moment. They are kind of... They're just constantly on the back foot, and they can't really engage on them. Like, even though they have this very great initiation combo, they can't reach them. Like Vander can't get off the chair. They can't get... they can't get onto Vander, and if they go onto Salava, then obviously he gets zombied and gets revived. So maybe that's why the Yorick pick was so
the
vital.
face check. Sellers will be chunked up almost immediately. The most tanky member of the team dropping, and the second most tanky member getting dropped in a heartbeat. Oh, Fart flopping over the wall. And Alistair will be going in. Nice counter initiate. Very, very nice. Xpeki will pay with his life though. Fart trying to disperse. Angry Ghoul.
Yes. And right now, yeah, they could end this right here, EloHell.
GG, well played.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, that pick there was really like bad basically for Fnatic. Like, they face checked because Baron was up. They couldn't afford to not face check, but in the end they ended up getting killed for it.
One of those things that happens like every time in solo queue, and then someone starts blaming the person.
Inevitably.
Oh my god, Soraka!
Why did you face check?
GG, well played, FF20.
BG noobs.
Very bad game. But this, however, was not a bad game. This is a very entertaining game, well played by both teams, very enjoyable to watch, and that will be EloHell.
Roboting.
The Tails.
You're roboting very hard, I'm afraid, again. It's not ideal. So, I believe that was the final game of the tournament. I assume that's the case. And Hello, Pulse. You're alive.
Yep.
That was comprehensive. Speak.
Hello, what's up?
I've said that it's the final game. That's about all.
Ah, right, okay. Well, yeah, that will be the end of the League of Legends 4pl play4fame Corsair Vengeance Cup August final. We've been your shoutcasters, Pulse and Spuddington, respectively.
Yep.
And yeah, I guess we'll do some Facebooking and the rest of it. But either way, for today only, August 31st, which you have about 22 minutes, Alternate.de will bundle a free Corsair t-shirt with any purchase of a Corsair Vengeance headset, keyboard or mouse. To take advantage of this special offer, click on the link or on the banner. It's first come, first served, so be quick. It is 22 minutes until midnight as well, which is also an issue. But because it's a t-shirt, I'm always interested in t-shirts. So also check out the kaostv.eu/vengeance, looking at the Corsair Vengeance headset. So if you want to take a look at that, you go on the front page of the 4pl.de website. If you take a look at the news, you will take a look at the raffle. Click on that, and then you have to answer one simple question. I deserve to win a Corsair Vengeance 2007.1 wireless gaming headset because ... fill in the rest.
Go ahead.
Quiet you. Professionalism at its finest. So, yeah, I guess we'll move on to the Facebook. So, if you want to check out Spuddington's Facebook, that will be facebook.com/SpuddingtonCast. If you want to check out our streamer, our producer for today, that will be Hexit, who's been giggling at us randomly for our cast. Facebook.com/Hexit. If you want to check out 4pl, which will be the tournament I was running today, facebook.com/4pl.lol. You want to check out Kaostv, the company that is hosting this event today, kaostv.nl, that will be the website. Check out all the fun things we have over there, such as Let's Plays and all the casts. If you missed any of these casts today, they will be up as VODs, in VOD form, so you can hear all the fantastical failures all over again. if that floats your boat, definitely wouldn't float mine. Anyway, and if you want to check out my Facebook, which would be facebook.com/What'sYourPulse. It was my YouTube/What'sYourPulse. I think that's it.
I think you might be correct. So, yeah, it was a fun time playing that. Pity about the kind of roboting in the final game. But, yeah, fun games. Fun games to watch, fun games to cast.
Yeah.
I imagine they were fun to play, not that I'd know.
Probably very stressful, I would say. I'd probably gander. But honestly, I'd probably just like sign off here, go to sleep, like where I'm sitting, wake up tomorrow and do it all again. Like, what, 12 or something?
Well.
Gonna be amazing. Tune in for that, guys. It's gonna be fun. From myself and Spuddington, I wish you a great, fantastic, and amazing rest of your evening. Bye.
Goodbye.